So what people don't know about loneliness is that loneliness can affect everyone. It doesn't have one face, it has many faces. And young people in particular have been known to be experiencing what we call problematic levels of loneliness. In fact, in our surveys, we know that at least 1 in 3 young Australians aged 18 to 25 report quite high levels of loneliness. And that's really worrying to see that our young people are not actually having those meaningful social relationships as they really need them. One of the things that I do to help people who might feel lonely is to really normalize the experience. When you do feel lonely, you feel like you don't have that meaningful social connection. You don't feel like there's someone that could listen to you or that you could turn to. And acknowledging that loneliness is part and parcel of our lives and just listening is actually one huge step that you can take. You don't have to necessarily resolve their problems, but just to be there. For some people, that physical presence is so important, and just to hear and listen to them and not really say anything can be incredibly empowering for the person who's lonely. If you feel lonely, I think the first thing you need to do is actually be thankful that you are able to recognize that feeling and actually understand that you're actually really courageous to actually identify that this is something that you're lacking in your life. It's really important to put more realistic expectations on yourself. It's really, thinking about relationships and friendships as more dynamic. They do change over time. Remember that just because you feel lonely, it doesn't mean that you have to have a new best friend. It doesn't mean that you have to make friends. What it actually means is that you can take those little steps to have that meaningful social interactions over time. And that's where strong relationships and friendships are actually built. It's those little steps that we take as opposed to one big gesture that we actually often think that we have to take.